Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 12 of our Let's Learn series for Victoria 3, where we're playing as Portugal and taking this minor power to to a major or a great power status. Right, and that's a power that it once was and rightfully deserves to be, but unfortunately, it stumbled a little bit in the 18th century. These guys have seceded. But we are, regaining our footing. We are rebuilding. We are industrializing again. We are colonizing Africa to provide ourselves with, a little power base up here. And to that end, we've actually also taken over Gaza here to just establish ourselves along the coast as we're pushing inwards in South Angola, in Mozambique, Zambezia, Lourenço Marques we actually have established. We're also expanding our foothold in Portuguese Gambia. Well, actually, no, we're not expanding our footholds in Portuguese Gambia anymore because Great Britain has taken over the other half. Our allies, so to speak. Got the French. It's getting pretty crowded here. But fine, landowners are no longer powerful. Excellent. Now we are aiming to research empiricism right now. We have paused all construction to actually let our investment pool, and let's have a look. Oh, now we're actually drawing down on the investment pool, guys. Yeah, that's all right. We have 2 million in the bank. Yeah, we might as well use it. So we're gonna just run this at speed 5. British rivalry declared. Egyptian Majeerteenian rivalry declared. French Republic colonized windward coast. Okay. Nuno Coelho retires. Rural folk honest work activated. Agriculture, ranches, plantations throughput. Okay. Government petition. Okay, we'll run out in 23 months. It's okay. Like, we're not planning to pass rights of assembly, as that would annoy many more of our interest groups. Shell gun is unlocked. That was just spread. Shell gun is a remarkable piece of artillery due to the nature of its ammunition. Projectiles themselves are exploding, leading to more damage than a simple chunk of metal would. Unlocks smoothbores for artillery foundry, leads to breech loading artillery. Okay, 10% military research speed now. Sadly, our research is now occupied with empiricism, and then we're gunning for central. Actually, no, we don't need central banking, since after we get egalitarianism, we're going to try to pass proportional taxation, and then we need to gun for railways to actually make sure we have enough infrastructure and move on to steel and railways in our industry. Now, for this unknown reason, our private sector has built more paper mills. That's actually okay, yeah, in our capital state where we're building up universities. So that's fine. It's actually a good idea to have a little local supply of paper, since most of the paper we produce in Beira goes to the local government administration. So that is okay. Egalitarianism has been unlocked. There we are. Egalitarianism is the doctrine of the equality of mankind and the desirability of political, economic, and social equality. +1 max social security institution investment. Excellent. +1 minimum expected standard of living from literacy. Yeah, this is a bit bad, actually. Well, not bad, but it's fine. So what this does, guys, I'll explain. So first of all, let's go to our laws. Right, we already know. Let's go to, not land, but taxation reform. Let's go ahead and try to pass proportional taxation. That will give us +10,000 in tax. And +10, yeah. Although per capita actually gives us +11.9. That's interesting. But I would rather go for proportional taxation. And why? Because I think because this taxes income and dividends, it taxes the upper and middle strata much more, and therefore preserves the standard of living of the lower strata to a greater extent, right? Although their income will also, be taxed now from current 7%, it will go up to 25%. Right, that's fair amount, right? But perhaps we can even run with lower taxes for a while, keep people happy. But that will preserve the population growth rate, right? Whereas if we go to per capita taxation and just do a flat tax of 0.7 per capita, right, then yes, we'll get more revenue, but that just takes away 0.7 per capita tax, right? So again, last episode we kind of had a quick look at the population overview. I mean, this guy's income is only 4.2, right? So taking 0.7, that's a lot. Let's instead, we'll take, I guess, 25% of their income. Well, in fact, an extra 18%. So it will hurt everybody, but we need that income. And we will potentially lower that later on. Well, once we get it, because we don't need an extra 10,000 right now. But yeah, while we have the support from petite bourgeoisie, intelligentsia, rural folk, everyone endorses this, right? It's a fair system. We need that revenue to further increase the pace of construction, right? And also build up our army and navy. So let's go ahead and enact that now, right? Now I've already explained why is a success 34%, because intelligentsia and petite bourgeoisie together, their clout comes to 34%. What are the chances we have? We have then 65% chance to advance, basically the reverse of success. Why is that? Because we'd have no stall and no debate factor. Why is that? Because there's no one in government opposing this law, right? Unlike the previous laws we had, where we had landowners, they were pretty powerful, they were constantly sabotaging the process. Now, we do have a lot of loyalty increases here, right? Rural folk are giving us +10 infrastructure, that's actually quite nice. Landowners' familial ties deactivated because they are unhappy that we're passing yet another law they don't like. Now, intelligentsia gives us +10 society research, 25% migration attraction. Okay, our army is now, undergoing a patriotic fervor. That's great. And there is perhaps some sense in research in central banking, perhaps now that we have the 10% society research bonus from intelligentsia, or even central archives. But we have plenty of bureaucracy, though. Yeah, we kind of. Well, sorry. Let's just finish atmospheric engine. Then we go mechanical tools. Then we go railways. Do we go society research, central banking? Okay, let's just leave it on atmospheric engine for now while we kind of decide what's going on here. Diplomatic plane in Indonesia. Samba's peasant revolt against Dutch East Indies. That's fine. We won't intervene for now. We'll just let our private sector kind of build our industries up. And that is okay. We're building a little surplus. Now, wheat farms, furniture manufacturers, government construction. Yeah, look, we could build this up. Gold reserves of 1,000. Now, we could, in fact, resume. Just get these universities online. Right, let's run that little deficit. Get our universities online. Ooh, preserve land-based taxation movement has emerged, right? Support low because it's basically 19 because of the cloud of landowners. No one else, well, some POPs actually support this. 67.4 thousand of POPs. Who is that? Wow, wait, hang on. Who does support preserve land-based taxation just out of interest, right? So 67.4 thousand of individuals supporting the movement and landowners supporting POPs. Some farmers, clergymen, officers, mostly farmers, interestingly. Farmers that support landowners. Okay, they support land-based taxation. Okay. Now let's keep pushing up. Are we building universities? Yeah, we are. I guess this top tooltip is sometimes kind of bugged a little bit, so it's now not really showing that we are building a building now. But so we build that up. That will reduce unemployment in our capital state. Great Britain colonized Tanganyika. Okay. Here we're nearing our first checkpoint for proportional representation. Law progressed to consideration. Excellent. So success chance was triggered. We're now in second stage of adoption of this law. Diplomatic ties with Russia lost. Urbano da Costa retires. Noble privileges are activated. Oh, reducing our tax income. Landowners giving us trouble again. Okay. Canneries unlocked. Canneries are machines made specifically to seal food in an airtight container so that it can be preserved for longer. Unlocks canneries for food industries. Okay. Austrian-Prussian rivalry ended. Okay. Now, in terms of our bolstering, it doesn't look like, to be honest, bolstering Catholic Church has actually really done much for us. Do we have scope to bolster? Nope, we need 200 authority to bolster petite bourgeoisie. In terms of our budget, then, remove the tax on coffee. Only gives us 0.86 of tax. Luxury clothes gives us 1,000. Consumption tax on liquor gives us 2.77 thousand. We could actually remove this tax. Like, who actually consumes it? And all sorts of pops, right? Pop needs, yeah. Interesting. Oh, revolution in Indonesia, Bessemer process spreading. Okay, philanthropy, advanced event. So second checkpoint was reached, and we got an advanced event for the enactment of proportional taxation. The upper strata have decided to donate generously to the poor. Many among them even advocate for the proportional taxation law, agreeing that it would be a fair means of redistributing wealth. Encourage charitable giving. We get 10% enactment success chance, +1 standard of living for the lower strata for 2 years, -3 minimum expected standard of living for the upper strata. Leverage their support for proportional taxation, +20% success chance. Yes, let's just go with that. Just get this through, right? Because that will unlock kind of quite a bit for us, right? I'm just kind of, to be honest, salivating over that +10,000. Right? Like, what are we gonna? That lets us build a navy, an army. Gives, in fact, the first thing I think we're going to spend it on is universities, right? And we're going to get 5 universities, and that's now +20% research for the rest of the game, right? That is quite big. Quite big. Interestingly, though, something else to think about. We're building them in our capital state. And what that means is that all this workforce we're creating, which are mostly academics, right? And who are the academics? We hear of researchers, doctors, lawyers, and other educated professionals studying and teaching in academic institutions. Politically, they're at the forefront of the intelligentsia. So we're currently boosting. You see, like, intelligentsia's clout has gone from like something like 9.5%. See, it started to rise. Why is that? Because we're building universities. We're also building them in our capital state, which gives +25% political strength to these pops. Right? So academics, you can see we now have 12,000 of them in Portugal, 3,000 workers, 9,000 dependents. They mostly, 57.2% of them, support intelligentsia. A bit of Catholic Church and petite bourgeoisie, that's fine. So they're supporting our government interest groups. We do kind of want to kick out intelligentsia, to be honest, because they're giving us that illegitimate government from the ideological penalty. But our monarch is supporting. Oh, there you go, progress to assent. Excellent. We're also creating clergy, though, because we'll see our production methods, right? So, and look at that, clergymen actually mostly support for rural folk rather than Catholic Church. That is quite interesting. Clerks we're creating. Clergymen are priests, scholars, and other religious leaders tending to the spiritual needs of the rural population. Politically, they are the backbone of the devout. Yeah, clerks, lower-ranking office workers performing administrative tasks in government infrastructure and shops, commonly part of the petite bourgeoisie, although some join trade unions. Okay, so clerks are 42% petite bourgeoisie and intelligentsia in Catholic Church. Well, at least we are sort of spreading the new clout that we are creating, this political strength, right? As peasants move in and take up these jobs or upskill, they're going to the groups we actually have in government, right? Intelligentsia, Catholic Church, and petite bourgeoisie. And the laborers working here are supporting rural folk, Catholic Church, some in trade unions, petite bourgeoisie, kind of spread all over. These are day laborers, farmhands, and others with little to no employment security, performing whatever work is available throughout society. They're usually not engaged in politics, but may get involved through trade unions. Yeah. Given how much bureaucracy we have, I was going to just increase law enforcement investment level to decrease that turmoil impact and impact from standard of living decreases, because we are going to lower people's standard of living, to be honest, once we pass this law. Actually, we should have done that a bit earlier. Fine, let's pass, but let's get that dedicated police force up so that we limit number of radicals created in general. Peasants are getting a bit radical. But in fact, 888,000 are politically unaligned. That's great. Same goes for our loyalists, to be really honest. Kind of feel like this tooltip maybe should show like only the ones that are actually politically aligned, because those are what actually matters. Enact, well, we have a movement actually to enact total separation. The movement. Oh, what are these? Who's even supports this? It's just pops. 2.28 million support total separation. What is that? That's for freedom of conscience. Yeah, this total separation. The movement to enact total separation is demanding the enactment of this laws. Religions will be accepted based on always. This allows multiple production methods. Like what? Bit interesting. Let's have a look. It requires one of the following, disallowed by theocracy and governance principles. All popes in Portugal would immediately reconsider their interest group support. No church or faith may interfere in government functions. No religion may be discriminated against. That's going to annoy our Catholic Church very much. We're going to lose that authority bonus, and you can kiss goodbye. Be fruitful and multiply as well. Which I would love to get. I mean, come on, we're so close. We just need to push this to +10, guys. Just need more loyalists in there. Let's just keep speeding through. Yeah, we're getting to the next checkpoint. Let's see what happens. There we go. We now have proportional taxation, a mainly income-based tax system that tries to ensure everyone pays a roughly equal share of their income to the state. Okay, so income tax now 25%, dividends is 10%. There you go. So any of those super profitable buildings, political movement disbanded to preserve land-based taxation, again, because it has been passed now. Those movements to preserve something only last, same as revolutions, they last while that law is being enacted. If it is enacted, then that goes away. Now there you go, our budget surplus suddenly has surged. Are we currently in credit? Yes, we are. Let's pay off that credit. Let's just leave that as it is. Now population. Now you'll see, yeah, the taxes. See how this changed. I'm a bit surprised by this. To be honest, something is wrong here. I feel like there's some sort of like bug, if I'm honest. Maybe this is because like lots of people are unincorporated and they have like a much lower standard of living. I don't really think they're building up their standard of living so massively, right? I mean, it's never 56%. It's always like 1-2%, etc. Spanish-Piedmont rivalry. Okay, all of that surplus has been eaten up somewhere. Minting investment pool transfer +6,000. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, so we are building these universities. Is that the last university we are building? Yep, that's the last one. Okay, now we do have the movement for total separation. Why can't we actually even attempt? Oh, we couldn't attempt to enact it because, we were enacting another law. We could go to state religion. To be honest, that would actually very much please our Catholic Church. That would give us more authority. Catholic Church would get strength. -10% radicals in standard of living decreases in accepted religions. The church is an official organ of the state. All minority religions are discriminated against. Perhaps we do go Catholic. How about that? That would give us be fruitful and multiply. It would annoy. I mean, we're not really going to be. It's not really any worse than what we have because we don't have any other Christians in our nation. Right, we don't have any other Christians. We should have done this earlier, actually. Freedom of conscience. I mean, intelligentsia will hate us. The Catholic Church will love us. And for a time, we will have +5, +0.5 pop growth. Just grow our population massively. But I mean, the movement, frankly, is asking for total separation. Yeah, radicalism is medium. I do want to be fruitful and multiply, though. We can always switch back a little bit later, can't we? Can't we? Yeah, nobody really cares. Intelligentsia doesn't like it, but you know what? So what? Mm, yeah, we're suppressing the landowners. Yeah, we would love that bonus though. Proportional taxation, religious schools get private. Okay, we don't really. We're not public schools. We get plus 12% assimilation. Yeah, foreign pops whose culture is accepted in the country they live in, and who do not live in one of their homelands may assimilate into one of the country's primary cultures. Yeah, but we don't really have a lot of pops that are not living in their homelands because what we colonized, right? These people are living in their homelands. That's how kind of how assimilation works, guys, right? So pops, yeah. So as I just mentioned, so for example, with public schools, right? So pops do convert to religions, and they will convert to Catholicism, right? Because it's our state religion, and it's the one that's not discriminated against. They can also assimilate and become part of our culture. The way that works is through a assimilation mechanic, and the way that works is that again, foreign pops whose culture is accepted, right? But right now we're not accepting anyone apart from Portuguese and like European heritage. So for like Spanish people migrated or like Brazilians migrated to Portugal, like if we were part of the same market, let's say, right? Then with this assimilation, they would get assimilated into actually becoming Portuguese because they wouldn't be living in their homelands. Otherwise, in other words, they'll be living in foreign lands, but they are accepted, so it would slowly become Portuguese or Lusophone, Iberian, European heritage. But this will not help with assimilating like African population or Asian population into becoming Portuguese in any way because they are living in their homelands, right? We just colonize them, and everyone who lives there, right, it's a homelands for Marathi and Kannada. Maybe some, so but it's mostly Marathi people living here, so they will not assimilate. They're living in their homeland. They will never become Portuguese. So that doesn't really matter. No, it's actually freedom of conscience. We're kind of okay with discriminating against. Let's go ahead and try and enact this. I mean, we are going to lose that 10%. We are still researching atmospheric engine, aren't we? We didn't go for central banking, trying to utilize that 10% society research. No, but it's more important for us to get to steel now and actually start. Oh, actually, we're doing okay for infrastructure. That's because we activated, rural folk. Intelligentsia avant-garde deactivated. Okay, well, we lost that anyway. Government petition closed. Oh, yeah, that's it. They're angry. They're angry at us now. Well, frankly, if no one else cares, let's go ahead and please the Catholic Church. Go ahead and enact this. They will now get, hopefully, yeah, there we are. They're going to be fruitful and multiply. There you go, 0.8. Intelligentsia social criticism activated, so they're taking away 10% of our prestige. Right? People in power often think they are beyond reproach. Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. Enact total separation. Okay. Well, intelligentsia, they resign from government and they become revolutionary. Oh, come on, guys. Oh, wait, hang on. How many battalions do we have in here? 3 plus 1. Ugh. Buildings. Okay, we can remove that barracks now. Oh, this. Let's remove this textile mills in Beira. Hopefully this one actually gets preserved. Okay, well, there. Radicalism is high. That's all intelligentsia. Yeah, I mean, it didn't really gel well with establishing those universities, I guess. Has it? Ooh, look at that. They're actually going to gain control of both Alentejo and Beira. Oof. They got really upset. They got really upset here. Okay. Well, our government. I mean, it was a bit opportunistic. I would prefer, to be honest, higher population growth than doing total separation. You're fine. We won't discriminate against people of different religions, but we still discriminate against them based on culture. So it wouldn't really change all that much. But that is kind of the issue. So we built these unis, right? Because we do want, better innovation. We're not going to build any more from now on, right? Because we don't want any innovation. Oof, yeah, I mean, this is pretty quick progress towards a revolution. Okay, let's go have a look at our 14 battalions, which will, oh man, they will have 2 and 3 battalions taken away. 5, so we'll have 9. Deary me, what is it? Iberia HQ? Yeah. So we're gonna have 9 battalion versus 5. We could actually conscript. We could conscript 4 battalions, whereas they could conscript 5 plus 1. So you could have 6 plus 5. They could have 11, and we would have 9 plus conscription. 9 plus 4, 13, yeah. Okay, preserve freedom of conscience political movement. Medium. Who supports this? 2.3 million people. Yeah, it's all the, the colonial population. But, sorry. We want to go to Catholic Church. Let's see how that pans out. We have a strong monarchy. The intelligentsia are going to be ruined. That's fine. The state will impose its will on them. The people's wealth. A group of revolutionaries have carried out a robbery of a Portuguese state bank in Azores. A significant amount of money has been stolen and redirected into the revolutionaries' coffers. Order increased security around banks across Portugal. Or rely upon locals to report those suspected of the robbery. Change progress of civil war by 5% for only. Okay, and the expenses are only there for 1 year. I guess we could do that because, to be honest, I don't think there's any way to avoid the civil war. Yeah, that's why we should build our barracks, frankly, in our capital, not anywhere else. Ugh. Let's build those up. Really hope we're not going to lose that construction of our tooling workshops and other things. Okay, well, let's see. Let's see how this goes. Yeah, the revolution is progressing fairly quickly. I mean, we might get lucky. I mean, if we trigger that 21% chance, right? Or at least an advance event. Because what do we have here? Yeah, wow, yeah, we do have a stall chance. Why is that? Preserve freedom of conscience movement, right? So it's not only interest groups in government, guys, but also, yeah, if the preserve movement arises, then obviously that acts to kind of stall the progress of that legislation. And then you get the debate chance. So we kind of have, over 50% chance that something bad is going to happen, but something good will happen. The atmospheric engine is the first steam engine that has an actual practical application. Now we get all these atmospheric engine pumps for coal iron mines, and we can unlock motor industries. So that's good. Publishing committee prosecutions event for the revolutionary movement to enact total separation. A committee of publishers associated with the intelligentsia that produce incendiary pamphlets has been brought before the courts. Push for their trial in the courts. Minus 5% to civil war. Intelligentsia plus 10% interest group attraction. Quietly muzzle these publishers. Change progress of civil war by minus 10%. Intelligentsia minus 10% interest group attraction. I'll let them go. Now quietly muzzle these publishers. Yeah, there you go. Okay, that let us counteract this a little bit. Central archives have been unlocked. A modern state requires good record keeping, and good record keeping requires thorough paperwork. If you wish to learn more, please fill form ML411866 in triplicate and expect a response in 2 to 5 working days. Plus 75% taxation capacity in all states and plus 1 max home affairs institution investment. Okay, not bad. Now we have quite a lot of leeway with our bureaucracy, so we could actually go ahead and invest in dedicated police force even more. Oh, hang on. Take our military. We can even go with perhaps another barracks here before the war starts. On the civil war. Yeah, we have plenty of manpower in our capital state, so we should build up our military here. Law enforcement investment increased. Excellent. I think we can go ahead and just raise this even more. Let's go ahead. We have the bureaucracy for it. Law progress to consideration. Wow, we got lucky there. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. So we got lucky with a success chance there. I mean, it doesn't really mean. I mean, it's something means much. So now we need to get lucky 2 more times. So once to get to ascent and once to pass this before the revolution breaks out. Membership lists discovered. Event for the revolutionary movement to enact total separation. A surprise police raid has uncovered a list of radicals associated with the intelligentsia. There are several ways this list can be used to the government's advantage. Hunt down every member on that list. Change progress of civil war by minus 10%. Publicly expose the connections between intelligentsia and the radicals. Hunt down every member on that list. Now, what we could do, because intelligentsia is just people starting revolutions, it's really quite frustrating. If we got to home affairs and we got secret police, right, that would enable the home affairs institution, give us +2 levels, additional bureaucracy cost, but that would give us -5% suppression impact on interest group attraction, so we would suppress them better, -10% political movement radicalism, -10% revolution progression speed, -10% secession progression speed. Petit bourgeoisie and armed forces support this. That's what we're going to get next. Once we get through this, because we're really struggling to steer, this kind of our nation in the direction we want, because we constantly have these movements popping up. Yeah. So let's invest in 1 more level of dedicated police force to combat those radicals from standard of living decreases, but then we will invest into a police force as much as we can. Oh, okay, hang on. We actually built 2 more. 2 more. That is, a very reasonable amount. So it's building wise. Let's okay, let's just build our military again. So buildings. Okay, let's build a couple more barracks. Then we can build the artillery. Yeah, we clearly need stronger land forces. Glassworks and Extremadura. Okay, our private sector is investing in more. Yeah, I guess porcelain is what they really want. Dyes. Bone china, yeah. Produce more with time. Okay. The rebels' doctor. A doctor in Extremadura has been caught aiding wounded dissidents and revolutionaries. His aid isn't just helping his patients, but it's emboldening the entire rebel movement. Investigate the medical profession in Extremadura for sympathizers. Change progress of civil war -5%. 20% of academic pops in Extremadura become more radical. The one doctor was obvious a lone wolf. There is no need to follow up on this. 2% of academic pops in Portugal become more radical. 2 or 20%? Well, 2%, I guess, right? They both give -5% to the revolution progress. Okay, let's speed this up. An agitator appears. He will enact National Guard. No, we don't want National Guard. Oh, God. This guy. Yeah, we want secret police, frankly. Building logging camps in Portuguese Lindi. Okay. Let's have a look how are we doing. Yeah, we're still actually net gaining now. That's fine. We are in credit, so we are after we build this barracks. We're going to stop building anything. A fort in a sea of anger. Event for the revolutionary movement to enact total separation. Mobs have surrounded an arsenal in Beira, threatening to seize the arms and munitions stored within. While the guards are staving off attacks, for now, if no relief is sent, then the arsenal will fall to insurrectionists. A relief column could escalate tensions a little, but it's necessary. 66% change progress civil war by -5%. +5% servicemen pops in Beira become more radical. Or the mob could be emboldened by surrender. We need to take that risk. Let's go ahead, take that risk. Oof, didn't work out. Debate event for the enactment of state religion. The Petit Bourgeoisie have issued a stern ultimatum to Luis Silveira about towing the party's line on the proposal for state religion. Luis Silveira is determined to resist. Never interrupt an opponent while they are making a mistake. 60% chance of Petit Bourgeoisie gets +10% interest group pop attraction. A 40% chance of 2% Petit Bourgeoisie become more radical, and we get 10% enactment success chance. Or we will welcome any dissidents from the petite bourgeoisie. Now let's get never interrupt an opponent. Oh no, we didn't get. It would have been nice to get the success chance. That would have given us a chance to actually avoid the civil war. Vultures upon a carcass. Opportunistic members of the armed forces have defected to the intelligentsia's cause. Try to coax some of them back. Minus 5% bureaucracy for 2 years. 10% for intelligentsia, minus 10% to armed forces. Now, let's not lose that bureaucracy, because if we're going to lose that civil war, then intelligentsia will go down to 0 anyway. So, now in terms of the government, we're actually a contested government. We're doing just fine with just petite bourgeoisie and Catholic Church in here, to be honest. We don't want to bolster these. We actually want to bolster petite bourgeoisie the most, rather than Catholic Church. Catholic Church, we just need to make sure they maintain now at 20%. Oh yeah, our population growth is great now, annual. So we're projected 72,000 pop growth annually. That's great, to be honest. Yeah, our military is growing, so we have 16 battalions now. We're obviously going to lose some here. Political movement to enact National Guard disbanded. Excellent. British colonization of Rift Valley completed. Heavy-handedness. Event for the revolutionary movement to enact total separation. Maria de Braganca mistook an enemy in the rural folk. After accusing them with false charges, moderates and rural folk defected to the intelligentsia's cause. Maria de Braganca should stand down. She's liked. Change of progress civil war, minus 5%, minus 5% popularity, minus 10% interest group attraction. Yeah, she should stand down for a bit. We do have a slim chance to avoid this, right? If that 23% now triggers and we move to ascent, and then we just need one more check. Oh, no, it didn't. A debate. As part of the transition to state religion, the Catholic Church has introduced and enforced a series of harsh anti-blasphemy laws in Portuguese Sunda Islands. These measures are polarizing even among the faithful. We must uphold the law. Minus 20% enactment time, or the laws should be relaxed. No, we must uphold the law. Catholic popes become radical loyalists. Okay, well, at least the checkpoints are now going to come in every 60, 80 days. We're already at 50% towards revolution. Do want to avoid that if possible. Peasants' food. Struggling people in Madeira have been desperately trying to get their hands on any food they can. Dire warnings of a turnip winter have been spreading throughout the region. We cannot do anything for Madeira. Try to increase local food production by any means. Change progress civil war, minus 10%. Madeira gets farming incentive, minus 3% agriculture tax income. Yeah, and agricultural tax throughput. Yeah, let's do that. Nice. Minus 10%. Yeah, as you can see, so there will be various events that will continuously actually go to buildings. Let's pause all public construction to benefit, to actually repay that debt, because we don't want to go into debt. Let our private sector do all the building for now, and pay us from the investment pool. Right, we can deplete that a little bit now. Yeah, so we're at 2.4 million. The public address goes awry. Stall event. Oh, come on. What was meant as a routine speech about the merits of state religion by Bartolomeu de Cunha has quickly devolved into a public relations disaster for the Catholic Church. It is the fault of this poorly thought out proposal. Now, scrap the current draft and make a show of a rewrite. Yeah, Bartolomeu de Cunha must take the blame for the setback. No, we can't lose the enactment success chance. This will add 10% to enactment time and give us one setback, but gives 10% enactment success chance, and obviously affect the Bartolomeu de Cunha as a leader. That's fine. Law enforcement investment increased to level 3. Fine, that's taken up some bureaucracy. We have increased this to by 30%. That's fine. Okay, let's speed this up. Landowners have demands. The landowners are on the precipice of revolt, threatening to join the revolution if certain demands are not met. Whatever satisfies their so-called dignity, let them have it. 10% political group strength plus 5% interest group approval. Ridiculous. They have no right to ask for anything. Ooh, becomes insurrectionary. They can be dignified in handcuffs. Landowners gets mass arrest for 11 months, minus 15% interest group political strength, minus 10% interest group approval. Okay, let's not like alienate more people right now, right? So let's keep at least some people on our side as we're battling these intelligentsia. Magellan improving relations. What about our journal entries? Urbanized Portugal Central Archives. The atmospheric engine. What does that need? An ingenious device has been invented. It will sure be to drastically improve the output of our minds. It's activated atmospheric engine pump. Cash reserves is greater. More than 75% of eligible buildings. Coal, yeah, okay. Portugal's research railways technology. Okay, well, let's research railways, and then we need to activate atmospheric pumps across basically all of our mines. Yeah, that will help us. Dissenters break ranks. Oh, another stall event. To outside observers, the Catholic Church may appear firmly committed to the idea of state religion, but behind this facade of unity, discord has long festered. Now, a clique of dissenters have finally had enough and have officially broken with their fellow members over the issue of reform. Oh, well, they're basically splitters, so we can take that pain, or we can offer them custodianship over a new draft that will give us 5% enactment success chance, but give plus 10% enactment time and minus 5% interest group attraction to Catholic Church. Offer them custodianship over a new draft. Yeah, we're trying to maximize the success chance, but we're now again back to like 100-day checkpoints, and we only have 40% left here. A scandal in Extremadura. Police have shut down a notorious male brothel. The arrested proprietors revealed that Tiago Carmona is part of the clientele, and this information is leaking to the press. Who is Tiago Carmona? He is the leader of Petite Bourgeoisie. He's a Republican. Tiago Carmona must resign. He's brave. 25% popularity. Not much else. Political operator plus 5% interest group attraction. That's quite nice, actually. Try to cover up the story. He gets minus 25% popularity. Let's just try to cover up, since Petite Bourgeoisie is kind of at the head of our government. We are building tea plantations now. Okay, we're out. Yeah, we're building up some gold reserves. Excellent. Okay, we can go ahead and speed up. So our private sector is now building while we're preserving that government surplus. Reforms at gunpoint. Event for the revolutionary movement to enact total separation. With revolutionary sentiment boiling over across the nation, Queen Maria de Braganca's advisors in the Petite Bourgeoisie have recommended a package of reforms to appease the revolutionaries. This proposal shall serve Portugal from the radicals' depredations. Change of civil war progress minus 25%. Portugal enables law, total separation in church and state, plus 5% of popes in Portugal become more loyalist. Ooh, the Petite Bourgeoisie will serve as our greatest defenders against revolution. Change of progress civil war minus 15%. Portugal enables total separation in church and state. Petite Bourgeoisie gains approval and political strength. Or the revolutionaries cannot be sated. They must be crushed. Ooh, movement against 10% radicalism in Petite Bourgeoisie gets refused urgent reform minus 3% interest group approval. It's fine. So we can handle that. Yeah, no, we will. Or we could just click and kind of end this. Yeah. Or we could just do total separation as people want. Right? Is it worth going to civil war for that? Basically for the be fruitful and multiply? I mean, I'd say yes. Yes, it is worth it. Right? We are a Catholic nation. We want to instill values of family, right? Oh, it's plus 2% birth rate. Oh, man, it's now plus 2% birth rate as well. It's because Catholic Church has ceased to be powerful. Oh. Oh, no. This is bad. This is bad since let's stop bolstering Petite Bourgeoisie and bolster Catholic Church. Oh, how could we miss that? This is frustrating. Yeah, Yeah, okay, unfortunately. Okay, well, they will become more powerful. The revolutionists cannot be sated. They must be crushed. Let's go ahead and crush them. Crush the intelligentsia. They're out of government. Let's just stop interfering with our, agenda of taking this nation to new heights. Okay, revolution is now very close. Okay, we actually managed to get through to ascent. Oof, very close here. A new endarkment. Event for the revolutionary movement to enact total separation. The headline of João de Vasconcelos' newspaper announces that every writer, artist, performer, and educator in Extremadura has quit. The Portuguese population has one outlet left for their woes: revolt. The government will run its own presses, change progress of civil war by 5%, 20% paper mills building throughput. Perhaps it's time to give more money to the arts, change the progress of civil war minus 5%, intelligentsia gets +2 approval. The university must be restaffed. No, perhaps it's time to give more money to the arts. Yeah, we'll do everything to just avoid that civil war. Oh, we have 2 setbacks as well. Oof, okay. Let's get through this checkpoint. Okay, this could all be resolved right now. That's what makes passing laws so exciting. Rival broken return state to Dixie. United States starting a return state diplomatically against Mexico. Oh, miracle worker advance. Okay, at least it's an advance event. We still have a bit of time. Patients at the Lisbon Charity Hospital are recovering rapidly. They attribute their recovery to miracles performed by visiting clergy who are patrons of the hospital. Such displays are encouraging support for state religion throughout Portugal. Religious institutions are the backbone of the state, +10%. +10% enactment success chance. The Catholic Church are true followers of the divine. There you go, +20% enactment success chance. Yes, that is. I'm not even going to read the third option. Wow, plus state religion will fill our hearts with faith. Wow, God, I can't believe I almost messed that up. +40% enactment success chance. I've never seen this. There we go. Yes, guys, we are saved by the miracle workers at charity hospitals. We are saved. Rejoice. We just need to get to the next checkpoint. Oh, come on, with 73% chance, we have to pass this. British colonization of Kenya completed. Native uprising in Zanj. Great Britain started a native uprising diplomatic play against Kuru. Great Britain has colonized Lindi. Oof, let's have a look at this. Great Britain. Rift Valley, Kenya, British Tanganyika. Okay, good that we're progressing into Hehe here. Yeah, taking that over a little bit. Okay, Maseko we're almost done with. Pushing into South Angola. Okay. Doing everything we can. Okay, we need to establish secret police after. That will be our next aim. Let's go ahead and speed up. Oh god, there's 70. Okay, there's not a lot of progress. General staff unlocked. Having a set of officers to act as a conduit between the high command and the troops themselves allows for greater communication and effectiveness. Unlocks general training for barracks. Unlocks general training for conscription center. Unlocks skirmish infantry military units. Excellent. Okay, so what does this do? Well, first of all, if we go to our buildings, development, and we pick all of our barracks, we can just go to general training, right? That will increase the cost of running these barracks because we're going to have to pay wages to officers rather than servicemen, but it will increase our training rate. What does that mean? That means as soon as we establish a new barracks, it will take less time to get our infantry up to the kind of the full 1,000-men battalion, which that's not really an issue, right? Because during peacetime, it doesn't really matter how long you're going to take to train up that battalion. But what it also does is that during a war, as we take casualties, it will take less time to train up new men to replace those casualties. Okay, we are building shipyards in Beira. Okay, and bananas in Extremadura. Okay. Fine. Catholic Church needs to become more powerful urgently. Okay, let's keep rolling. There you go. We have state religion. The church is an official organ of the state. All minority religions are discriminated against. Again, more authority, Catholic Church, political strength, 10% radicals from standard of living decreases in accepted religions. Okay, so everyone just kind of toes the line, right, and just more acquiescent. That's actually, for any Portuguese, basically, that lose or gain in that lose in standard of living will get fewer radicals, and that gain we get plus radicals. Actually, a really good change for us. Now, what we need is secret police next, right? Now, yes, intelligentsia will oppose this, but we're going to go ahead and enact this anyway. They'll probably going to continue. Catholic Church now powerful, excellent. Sorry. Oh, the revolution hasn't gone away. Oh, because the resolution is not to preserve, but to enact. Oh, dearie me. Okay. Fine. Let's go ahead. We're going to be enacting secret police to combat this, because since we've built up those universities, we now have so much intelligentsia, they're just interfering constantly, aren't they? Political movement disbanded to preserve freedom of conscience. Fine. Catholic are now powerful. Landowners are no longer powerful. That's good. Armed forces patriotic fervor activated. Excellent. Because they like that they got secret police. Peace between British East India Company and Hindustan. Rivalry broken between Egypt and Majestan. Okay. Let's go ahead and unlock this. We've built out some of those reserves, and that will serve us well during the war. Now, we can actually just go ahead speed 1. How about we click on this? Let's just have a look, because I did see we have line infantry here. So all of our battalions are line infantry technology, so that's excellent. I am going to... No, in fact, let's just maintain that surplus so that we build up some gold reserves ahead of a war. But otherwise, when we also click on the army, there are also these mobilization options, whereby when we actually mobilize our army in the event of a war, we can provide them certain benefits, such as, for example, extra supplies, and that means we'll need to give them some groceries, more small arms, more artillery, more ammunition, more oil, more radios, tank inputs, right, for extra supplies, upkeep per battalion during mobilization. Okay, obviously tanks, surely that only applies. So it's just whatever they require, they need 25% less, plus they will 25% more, plus they need 1 groceries, and that will give them 10% extra offense, defense, 25% morale loss. So we need to build up a food factory actually just for that, just supply our armies. Right, this is kind of a summary of everything we have activated. Right now we just have basic supplies. Supplements, we can give them chocolate, and we have plenty of sugar, surely, right? So let's go ahead. Right, sugar doesn't really cost anything, and we have plenty of sugar, I'm sure. Tobacco, let's go ahead and do that. 10% morale recovery. And liquor, we don't actually produce ourselves, but we do import it. This will basically make our armies cost more, but they will recover their morale faster. Transportation, forced march. No, we don't want forced march. Reconnaissance, we got nothing. Support equipment, we got nothing. Medical support, we got nothing. But we could give our troops basically some supplements. It would be nice to give them extra supplies too. But we'll do that when we build some food industries later on. Okay, well, there's nothing we can do then to avoid this revolution. French Republic colonized Inner Mauritania. Okay, there we go. Senegal and Mauritania. Okay, Great Britain colonized Guinea. British Guinea. Where is that? There it is. Sierra Leone. This, Gambia. Where is British Guinea? Ah, here it is. Okay. So that's kind of it for us here. Okay, we're just going into South Angola. Yeah, going into various places here. That's fine. This one actually I will keep separate for now. Does it have severe malaria? Yes, it does. Yeah, so we kind of want to avoid going to here. Let's just race, versus Great Britain into Hehe and Moravi. Yeah, that's what we want to get. We want to kind of grab as much land here. If we can avoid a split state in Hehe, that would be very nice. Well, it's actually not Hehe, sorry. Hehe is the tribes, right? The tribes, Hehe nation, but the actual state in Portuguese, Lindi. Yeah, okay. Now, let's keep going. We have 5 minutes left on the episode. Keep going. So you see our private sector is constructing. We are researching, getting into the railways, right? Oh, because of these guys, we kind of want to just kind of get this civil war over and done with. Is there really no way to just crush them? The age of information, debate event for enactment of secret police. As a secret police law gains traction, many of our people have expressed concern about their privacy. They may have a point, or they have nothing to worry about. Those 15% enactment time, minus 10% enactment success chance. No, they may have a point. Okay. Fine, we'll throw that bone to the intelligentsia. We're building furniture manufacturers in Estremadura and in Beira. Okay, unfortunately, that construction progress will probably just disappear. I hope not. I hope it gets preserved, until after the Civil War. Enact total separation. We're not doing it, guys. States that will secede: 6% risk for Azores, 47% risk for Alentejo, 90% risk for Beira. Okay, so it's not actually a given. Okay, I didn't know that. Okay. The age of information. As the secret police law gains traction, many of our people have expressed concerns about their privacy. Again, they may have a point. They may have a point. Bartolomeo da Cunha retires from the Catholic Church. Yavo Evans, known as a reformer, takes the helm of Catholic Church. He's a reformer. He endorses actually cultural exclusion, propertied women, and compulsory primary school education. Opposes child labor laws allowed. Come on. Okay, we're going to go to our government again. And again, start bolstering the Catholic Church. I think they're powerful enough. It said bolster petite bourgeoisie, because they are really the ones supporting secret police. Furniture manufacturers built in Estremadura. Okay. Also building rice farms in Nova Goa. Sure. Yeah, let's have a look at this revolution. I guess we can probably take a pause here, guys, for the episode. But states that will secede, okay, it's not given Alentejo will secede. This movement is causing lots of radicals. If the movement succeeds, 605,000 individuals become more loyal. Yeah, okay. Well, let's take a pause. Actually, sorry, we have a couple of minutes. So let's just speed up. Law progress to consideration. Excellent, secret police. Excellent. Go ahead and speed up. Yeah. Bessemer process has been unlocked. Bessemer process is a technique for the mass production of steel from pig iron. Bessemer process for steel mills. Excellent. Is the reinforced concrete open hearth process. Okay. Fractional distillation spreading. Excellent. That will allow us to actually build those food industries and produce a lot of liquor. Excellent. Mechanical tools unlocked. That was spreading to us. Excellent. So now we just have the railways to research. Handcrafted goods can be of exceptional quality, but for consistency and rapidity in production, mechanical aids are needed. Unlocks precision tools for furniture, for tooling workshops, for paper mills, slaughterhouses, for livestock ranches. Excellent. So some production methods have been unlocked here. British colonization of Kenya is completed, and the former colony is now a proper state. Oof. Yeah, Great Britain, Kenya, Rift Valley state. Yeah, we need to grab all of Lindy. Yeah. These, yeah. Anyways, well, we are, that's it. Let's just pause here. We're in June 1857, so a little bit more than 21 years into the game. Yeah, progressing, I guess, fairly decently in terms of our industrialization. Could be faster. We'll try to speed this up after we finally defeat the intelligentsia and establish secret police to hopefully just quash those pesky movements and revolutions. But I hope you're enjoying it. Hope you're learning something from it. And I'll see you in the next episode. Again, let me know down in the comments if you have any comments or suggestions. But bye for now. Thanks for watching.